You guys, welcome to my channel. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday to you all. I'm actually dressed today, so I look pretty nice, if I must say so myself. So we're just coming back from church. I just thought to pop up the camera and just like say hi to you guys. How was church? Today was amazing. We had Amara Enya. So she is a mayor candidate. She's a Chicago mayor candidate. She's also a Nigerian, but she was born here, I think. But she was amazing. Like, she's a Christian, and there's no brainer. I'm definitely going to be voting for her, not just because she's a Christian, but a lot of like things she says are also very resonate really well with me. So I'm just going to show a snippet of her just talking to my pastor at church, and yeah, and we'll just move on with the vlog. So I hope you guys are doing amazing. It's actually really nice out in Chicago. Well, I take that back. It's very windy. It's no surprise why they call it a windy city, right? It's extremely windy. This car is pretty big and it was actually shaking the car, so I wonder what, I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's the wind. That's how crazy the wind has been. You guys, literally, I don't know if you can hear, that is the wind. It's so crazy windy today, but it's amazing nonetheless. I love the sun. I cannot wait for February to be over, you guys. I am done with the snow, and it's still gonna snow some more this coming week. And enough about that. Let me play Amara and we'll move on with the rest of the vlog. Thank you guys again for being here. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
That there is more than enough for everyone and for everything. And so from a cultural perspective, that's the case. But even spiritually, I'm a little rusty in the scripture. However, I do know there's something that says somewhere in the Bible that God is infinite, has everything. Everything comes from God, and so everything comes from God. That's abundant.
Is that a scripture for the year, actually? Same to next
But it's the principle. So it's not only a cultural principle, it's a spiritual principle. And we happen to live, though, in a society that is premised on the notion of scarcity. And scarcity will lead you to believe that there isn't enough. And when people believe that there isn't enough, they tend to employ sundry tactics to hoard and to exploit. And so even our systems of government, our financial systems are based on scarcity because it creates the need for exploitation of some to hoard resources for you because we believe that there isn't enough for everyone. That is contrary to everything culturally and spiritually. So even in the city will say that it's growing. But I've seen, we can't get $1,000 for our projects, but you put together
millions and millions,
yes,
for projects downtown.
Billions.
Billions, yes.
Billions. You see them tap into their creative power when they want to put a museum on prime lakefront property. We see them tap into their creative power when they want Amazon to come to Chicago. All of a sudden, they can find $1.2 billion to fund what they want, as they imagine the kind of city that they want. And then for us, somehow, we accept the notion that there isn't enough for us.
You guys, look at this. The birds are also getting warm. They're like trying to stay cozy. They're so cute. Aww. I guess it's cold when even birds are trying to stay warm, you guys. I just went to the office of the vital records because for whatever reason I forgot to get a copy of my daughter's birth certificate. There are more birds coming here, but anyways, you guys, I'm about to head out. But I was gonna say something. I lost my train of thought. So I came to the office over here to get I think it's the vital records office, to get a birth certificate copy for my daughter. So, and I saw those cute little like elderly people. I think they kind of schedule like a dance for them. So that was what they were doing, dancing. So anyways, I'm about to head back to lunch because this took my entire lunch break. So I'll see you guys. Bye. Hi you guys, this is me reporting live from work. So I just wanted to touch base with you all and just check in and see how you guys are doing, how I'm doing. I'm on my lunch break right now, and I just felt like I just wanted to talk to you guys. So it's been a minute, I know, but I'm trying to constantly at least put up one video a week, just to kind of keep the momentum. And you guys know what's going on. Even though it's crazy busy right now, I'm at the final stretch of my internship. This is gonna be the last month, so I'm just doing everything I can, trying to pay attention to details, and I'm just going to use this opportunity to just share kind of more informally, like a talk, give you guys some tips on how to maximize your internship, because I'm in the mid of that right now. So I'm just going to give you 5 tips on maximizing your internship or even your job, because what I'm sharing with you also apply to a real job situation. So the first thing I would say is network. As an intern, you have no business just going with the pack. You have to really, if you don't know what you're going to school for yet, or you don't know where your career path will be, and you're interning, just network, talk to people. So those kinds of things really help kind of give you a different perspective and on yourself, and just seeing kind of how you can also grow and see what people have done in the past. So that's the first thing. The second thing I would say, you guys, is pay attention to details. I unfortunately learned this the hard way. There's nothing like, if you see something, say something. You can't just assume, oh, this is how it's always been, or maybe this is how they do it here. And that's something I've also really grown in, is little attention to details, because you're the fresh eye. You're coming into the situation. If you see something, they might have a blind spot to it, because that's kind of how they've been doing things. But you coming into it and you see something that isn't working out, or a process that doesn't make sense, give your feedback. Don't feel like, that can also, I guess, it's a dual point. So it's pay attention to detail, and also be very forthcoming in like giving feedback. Share what you know. You might not know everything, but the little bit that you know, don't be afraid to share it. The third thing I would say is seek feedback. 360 feedback from your supervisors, feedback from your peers, feedback from your subordinates. If you're in a managerial position, it's always important to know what you're doing and what you can get better at. I just got off my one-on-one with my manager, and I pushed her to a point where she had no choice but to give me feedback. So it's not all about, oh, you're doing good, we like your work. I'm not even sure how I phrased that question, but I'm like, if you were in my position as an intern, what would you be doing that I am not currently doing right now? It will almost like put them in a corner to give you feedback. So of course you can't tell me that you won't do anything different. You know what I mean? So just little tips like that. Seek feedback. The third thing I would say is be humble. You don't know it all as an intern. So it's a double-edged sword. Some interns come in not wanting to share their opinion, thinking they know nothing, and some interns come in feeling like, all the academia they feel like they can even run the company, like, you know everything. Be humble. Be humble enough to say I'm sorry. Be humble enough to acknowledge your weaknesses, your blind spot. I'm also learning that be gracious to yourself. You are coming into this with a fresh eye. Internships don't last typically averagely like 3 months, so you're learning so much so soon. So be gracious to yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back ever so often, and just let yourself know you're killing it. You're doing an awesome job. And the third thing I would say is self-management. Is it third or fifth? Anyways, whatever number that is, you have to be able to manage yourself. Because I know myself. I know at some point in my life I would be a CEO. I would manage people. But you cannot aspire to manage people when you cannot effectively manage yourself. So it's really important to use those Outlook calendar, block out time in your schedule, prioritize and reprioritize as necessary. You can do it, and you can have an awesome internship. So I hope this helps you guys. I want to be doing some more of the sit down, just chatting with you where I'm at. Sometimes I know the vlogs are easier to do because they're on the go, but there's so many things I'm learning that I also want to share and pass on that knowledge, and also get feedback from you guys as well on what you're doing at school, at work. The next video I'm going to make is when you know you should leave your current job. this part is very important because some people never rise above a certain standard because they're still stuck in a place where they shouldn't be career wise. So stay tuned to that. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I'll talk to you in my next video.